Hello, everybody.
Oh, I have to get a bit lower here.
Well, welcome to this strange episode out in the open air. Episode number 10 of DUO-LOGUE is actually coming to you from Modocho, which is a village in the central south part of Hungary. Today, we decided to tell you what's going on here and to show you the state of play. Well, this is the second day we've come here. When did we come back before?
Friday.
Fridays, and today is Tuesday. So on Friday we came and we were shocked to see what we'll show you in a minute. The height of the grass
You'll be shocked too
the height of the grass is up to here.
if you're used to seeing the haven. This is not that.
Oh, the haven is our allotment. But anyway, this will become a haven eventually, hopefully in a few years' time. But what happened on Friday was that we came in and we were all like, yeah, we have a streamer, excellent. But turned out we hadn't taken with us the wind is shaking the camera a bit. We had forgotten that the streamer, last time we were here, the streamer ran out of cutting string, cutting cord. And we took the whole reel thing back with us
To the flat.
to Budapest 2 months ago, and we then forgot that we needed to bring it here. And so we come on Friday, we see the state of all of this grass, and we have no streamer. Anyway, there was lots to be done without the streamer as well, which we'll show you in a minute what we managed to do without a streamer. But today, streamer's back. We actually started a little patch over there.
Yeah.
And Chris has an injured shoulder.
Yeah.
I think he was carrying too much of a backpack around with heavy backpack. But yeah, so what we're gonna do today, apart from using, can you see this? This is the machine.
Yeah, that's
the mower.
Mower.
What we managed to do back in Budapest is germinate some seeds that we'll be planting today, hopefully. So these are germinated. Oh my goodness, look, they've all congregated in one end. Right, so these are nicely germinated and ready to go in the ground. Look at the length of these roots. So we have a variety of beans that we're going to be planting today. So they've germinated quite quickly, quite well, and these are actually starting to even create the first leaf. They're a bit more green.
Yeah, we need to get them in the ground.
They need to go in the ground today. So I learned this from a lady, a Bulgarian lady, between napkins, and the reason they're brown is because that's tea, black tea. So that's how they've been germinated. So this is going to be putting in the ground. We have all this grass to cut. Let me turn the camera around. Do this. We already started cutting. The streamer's in action, and all this grass needs to be cut. This is where what Chris did on Friday. He unveiled these pathways because they were all,
you literally couldn't see them.
They couldn't be seen. And over there a little bit.
This one, you wouldn't have known there was a path here.
Yeah, this is where I'm walking. But where we're gonna go next is, I want to show you this vegetable patch. Oh, and I'm gonna be picking some of this elderflower for some nice syrup. This is what we did on Friday. We did the vegetable patch, and it's looking pretty good already. Buried, earthed up the potatoes and the onions as well. So somewhere here, we are either going to make another bed for the beans, or we're going to put the beans around the edges of these two beds. We don't know yet how we're going to organize that, but the beans need to go in the ground today. Yeah, look at the state of all this grass. And over there was the compost
Still there, but
this was the same height as the metal fence, and now it's almost disappeared.
these trees here, they're walnuts, and we're just waiting to see which ones go well. There's another one next door, you can see.
Just there.
Yeah, and we've got all this stuff here which needs to be cleared. There's the two piles here. One's wood, and the other pile is just all the stuff that we've been collecting for 3 years. So it's actually very good. When things develop later in the year, we'll have a lot of good stuff to be able to get cracking. And it's not that,
Compost
yeah,
wise.
it's not that this needs much to encourage growth. You can see it's it's pretty well growing already. Um, but
Yeah. So we will be heading on back to the strimmer and the machine to cut the grass in front of the house and maybe underneath the cherry. Oh, talking about cherries, let's go to the cherry and see how that's progressing. Because on Friday it wasn't too ready. I would say it wasn't ready, full stop. There are quite a few cherries up at the top and a few down here. Yeah, some of them are starting to get darker. Very nice. They're not too sweet yet because they're supposed to be black. There's a couple black I can see up there, quite high, one or two. Yeah, we will be eating red cherries instead of black. Look at that. Nice, isn't it? Well, maybe last time they were too ripe. Now we're going to eat them a bit more.
there's a lot of damaged flowers in these cherries, but
There was some frost that came when they were still in bloom, and that's the outcome. Right, we can't really see where the grapes are, so this will be all trimmed. All this grass needs to go. Yeah, there are some grapes developing here, which is nice to see. Yeah, this will be a bunch of grapes.
9 cents of these cherries didn't happen. We've only probably got about a tenth of them.
Tenth of what was
What was in flower?
what the tree created. Yeah, so we are heading back over here to get going with the machine and the strimmer and reveal the grapes, and we'll show you the final result when it's ready later on.
Well, probably not the final result, but
Well, for now, let's say cheerio.
yep.
And there goes Mr. Ogle with his strimmer.
Yeah, so you're going to hear a noise.
Yeah, till later. Okay, now we're round at the back. And Chris, what are you doing?
I'm just trimming up these
Sticks.
yeah, but it was a cherry plant growing where we didn't want it.
It's a cherry plant growing over there
So I've
next to
just
the
chopped
little
down.
house.
So I had to chop it down anyway. So I chopped it down to make some sticks, which we're going to use to stabilize
this structure. These were hoops that we inherited. Yeah, there's still one there. So we've used the 4 of them, and we're going to be making a structure to hold the runner beans. And hopefully they'll like it, because at the moment we are improvising really.
Yep, but no harm in that.
Ideally, the beans will want something that's like this with bubbles on, with bobbly bits where they can hold on to. I don't know whether they were going to like these smooth ones. I hope they do. Maybe you need a knife for this, huh? Shall I
Yeah,
bring you a knife?
yep. Well, it's been a bit of a sloggy day. We've been battling with the grass, and we've got this bit of construction going on here, which we've built, which is a bit hand to mouth. It was, but but we put the beans in, which was
Main
the
thing.
main thing, and created some place to put them around the edges. So
Where you see the dark soil is the water, we watered them.
mm,
Let's see what happens with those beans.
do we need any water onto the other beans?
Nah. Look, there's a goat over there.
There's a few
Oh,
goats.
there's an
3,
oh,
4.
and a little one. Well, I hope they don't start climbing over, because if they do, we'll have a problem. Right, now is the time to go and eat cherries. Oh, let me show you first the grass.
Got to pick up everything.
Yeah, let me show you the grass. Right, here is the grass situation. We ran out of cutting the cutting cord. We ran out. It's looking nice where it's been cut, but it took, oh my goodness, what big effort. All these piles of grass.
Well, the piles of grass can only be got rid of once we've created the necessary place to put them, which
was over there, but we haven't got access yet because it's just as overgrown as the front. This is the path. Can you see a path? There is a path underneath this. It needs a strimmer though. Wow.
Look at all this.
This is where Chris cut the branches for the beans. And this is acacia, but it doesn't smell at all.
Look at all those, what do you call them?
Cleavers.
Cleavers everywhere, all the way down there.
Cleavers everywhere here as well.
Cleavers everywhere.
I don't know whether it's going to be seen on the video, but... And this little herb is quite special. I need to do another video about it. All right.
We're surrounded by cleavers as well.
Picked some of this elderflower as well, what I could reach on the other side. And now we are going to be having some cherries. Treat for hard work. And maybe, I don't know, consolidate some of these grass piles into a one pile or... Anyway, so not a very glamorous place to finish, right next to the place where the animals
used to be.
used to be. Thank you for watching all the way to the end.
This has been a day of mixed. I've got a dodgy shoulder. The strimmer string lasted about 30 minutes, and then I wound on another half of one, and that lasted 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
This grass is
Maybe
some grass.
Look at the state of this grass. Look, you compare it to the other one.
Yeah,
Look.
well, it's very luscious, so that's why we probably need to invite these goats. They'll enjoy that. But anyway, bye from now.
Bye for now.
Bye for now. Bye from us.